Hi, I wanted to say thanks for your interest in recovery effects and give you a bit of a guide between the differences in our Endless Summer and Moonstruck pedals. Both of these pedals are great for any player that wants to add some ambience and space into their sound and do it with an organic and unique twist. They're both housed in a 1590 XX style enclosure, and they both have real spring reverb tanks, but that's really where the similarities end. First, let's take a look at the original, the Endless Summer. This pedal came out in around 2015. It was actually the first pedal commercially available with a spring reverb tank inside the pedal itself. Since then, there's been a couple companies that have done it, but the Endless Summer still has a unique twist, which is its overdrive and tone shaping capabilities. Now, can you get a standard unaffected reverb sound with the Endless Summer? Yes, you can. There's one setting, and it looks something like this. The balance is set to around 3 to 4, and the brightness is up all the way. It sounds like this. Now let's dive a bit deeper and let me explain how these controls work. Each knob is a gain stage. If both are set to 0, then no sound passes through. The brightness control is basically your dry signal with a tiny bit of hyped high end. The adjusted high end helps cut through some of the darker tones produced by the reverb and the overdrive. Listening to it on its own sounds like this. Now let's bring in some of the balance control. We know that about 3 to 4 will give us a more standard reverb tone. So let's turn it up to about 5 or halfway. And now let's turn it up to about 7. And here it is cranked. Now let's try shaping it with the brightness control. The Endless Summer is great for psychedelic, rock, dirty, overdriven tones. If you're looking for something unique, this is your pedal. As for where it should go in your signal chain, this could vary on what you're using it for, but typically you place delays and reverbs towards the end of your signal chain, and this is a good call for the Endless Summer as well. Unless you're really leaning into the overdrive side of it, then you can experiment with putting it at the front of your signal chain, but after your fuzz. These are just suggestions, of course. Play around with it and figure out where it works best in your signal chain. Now, for the Moonstruck. This is our newer, more traditional sounding delay and reverb, but still with a unique twist. Inside is a real spring reverb tank, controllable by one single knob, the reverb mix, and it sounds like this. The Moonstruck's also a great sounding analog style delay with standard controls for delay time, feedback, and delay mix. Here's a short slapback style delay. And here's a short slapback style delay with some spring reverb mixed in. Here's a medium length delay with no reverb. And here's a medium length delay with some spring reverb mixed in. The Moonstruck's maximum delay time is about 550 milliseconds. Here's an example of that with no reverb. And here's the same thing with some spring reverb mixed in. As with any analog delay, one of the coolest things to do is play with the feedback and delay time, changing pitch and sending feedback into oscillation. So those are the basics of both the Endless Summer and the Moonstruck. Two pedals with real spring reverb that are really different from each other. The one that's right for you depends on your own personal style, and it could be possible that you need both. I personally use them in my own studio, often at the same time as a stereo effect. Well, thank you for checking out this demo, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment or reach out via email. We look forward to hearing from you.